Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode we got up to level 70 and I've just gone through and I've re-geared us so that we can start potentially grinding out some of the barbarian equipment up at this level. I'm just in the process of salvaging up the last couple of bits that we don't really need, such as that hack which we've already extracted power from, Cathar's wedding band, that talisman we're actually going to save, but I'm going to get rid of these three Cain's bits that we used on the way here. They were very useful, but they have outlived their purpose now. So, because we've got so many ancient items, the fastest way for me to advance at this point is we've got the Legacy of Nightmares set on. We're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ancient items. So that's going to be a significant damage boost and damage reduction. In addition, we're going for Aquila Cuirass. So I think we're going to stick for the moment with the kind of like frenzy style build that we've got. Ingium's going to reduce our cooldowns with Wrath of the Berserker. I'm going to probably... let's just check. I'm going to swap Andariel's Visage over for the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac in the cube. And that is going to also help reduce the cooldowns even further. Do I already have an Obsidian Ring extracted? I do, perfect. We've got Schaefer's Hammer here, which is going to make us do lightning damage. We've got Odin's Son, which is going to make us do lightning damage. And we've got Thunder God's Vigor, which is going to make us do lightning damage. You can see the theme here. Because we're increasing all of our damage, it doesn't matter where that damage is coming from. It's just going to be increased. I'm going to keep Nemesis Braces, of course. Mage Fist, if I could change that fire damage to lightning damage, it would be perfect. But pretty much everything else that we've got is doing lightning damage where it can. So lightning damage is increased by 45% in addition to the increase that we're getting from our various bits of equipment being a part of the Legacy Nightmare set. I'm going to make some more gems. We do have a Time of Death Breath and stuff, but I want to get this bit done first. Question is, what do we want up in the helmet? I think probably cooldown reduction. If it's going to be cooldown reduction... because that's going to be almost doubled. That's definitely worth it. Really, I would like loot socks first. I think that's going to be the first thing that we're going to be looking for. But I need 3 decent rubies at this point. Die. Which means we're going to need more than that. Let's go for... No, I said 18 of those. Nearly there. Stay behind me. I'm doing this in bits because I don't remember if I have another one elsewhere in my inventory, so I don't want to use resources that we don't need to. It's going to give us another Royal Ruby. Alright, so that wasn't what we needed. All 3 of these. Last Royal Ruby, and this will be the last Flawless Royal Ruby. Now, I've put the difficulty up to Torment 1 at the moment, but I'm pretty certain we're going to be able to easily surpass this. But this is going to be a good point for us to start. Before we go out, let's ask for boots, because that is what we need. Don't forget, luck always changes. Hell yeah. That's another ancient item. Brilliant. Don't forget,
Luck always changes.
Inferior mud spitters. Right, well, firewalkers need to go back then. I also reorganised our items a little bit so that they're in a better layout. I was thinking about getting Nagel Ring out and putting that in the cube, because with our damage increase, it will be quite massively affected. But I'm going to leave it alone just for now. Okay, well, let's do some very quick upgrading. We can afford to do 2 of these. No. Jesus. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Right, let's ask for some more just before we head in. Apparently Iron Tone Mud Spitters are on a high chance to drop at the moment. Not to worry. I was thinking about using the Immortal King's Boulder Breaker and the Pride of Cassius, but then when I saw how many ancient items we had, this just seemed like the sensible choice. So we're going to run a regular Nephilim Rift at Torment 1, see how that goes. It should be easy. We should be very powerful. Yeah, we're just lightning blasting everything. So we can definitely put the difficulty up. It's like having our own mini conduit. In terms of... Hello, guys. Well, there's definitely still that, Hey! I thought I'd got them all. Oh, there's still more. No, you don't, mate. They snuck away.
I'm overburdened.
Jeez, we are already full of stuff. Alright, let's head back. We'll clear some space. That looks like the Immortal King's 50 bits. Technical term, that 50 bits. Let's clear the crap out. So many gems. Needless to say, we'll be able to put the difficulty up quite a bit more. In terms of the gems, we've gone for the Pain Enhancer over here. We've gone for the Wailing Host, and we've gone for the Bane of the Stricken. I'll probably swap Pain Enhancer over for the Wreath of Lightning. Just so I can really double/triple down on the lightning. Oh, I think I've still got a passive skill I need to assign as well. I'm so eager to get in and do things, I forgot about that. Let's check. Oh no, I did put it on. I put Rampage on.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh jeez, we're full again. Alright.
I'm returning to town.
This is what happens when you're really powerful. You just murder everything. Yeah. Up here, salvage stall. So I think we can probably put it up to Torment 4 without too much worry. There is a lot of gobos at the moment. Like, I've never seen so many goblins. Oh yeah, with Ingeom, we could just keep jumping everywhere, pretty much. As long as we kill an elite, we get like 10 seconds of just jump, jump, jump. So let's jump out of that. It's not quite the Leap Quake Barbarian, but it's pretty close. And let's put on Wrath of the Berserker as well for good measure. That is a lot of lightning damage that's being done everywhere. Needless to say, we're not going to gain any Garrigan levels anytime soon. But yeah, it's pretty solid, I'd say, in terms of a start. So much more mobile than the wizard. Two hits to take him out. Okay, let's go back to town. Look at all these. We'll go back to town, we'll hand this in, and we'll put the difficulty up. And we'll ID what we got as well, because I am kind of curious. Okay, Rhaegal's Burden, and the Immortal King's Irons. So that's 2 pieces of the Immortal King's set, and 1 piece of Rhaecor's. And Exara, great, well that can go. A Short Ring of Larceny, we've already got one of those, that can go as well. Okay, so Torment 1, pretty solid. Let's go straight to Torment 4. And we'll try this again. Obvious advantages of running at higher difficulty levels. Oh yeah, everything's just still dying instantly. We'll get better drops. We'll get slightly more experience. More death breaths.
Some call the process ascension. A mind that no doubt buys them obedience. But mark my words.
The Rift Guardian will probably take more than 2 attempts to get through, but that's okay. Giant leap! Giant leap. So with our huge damage reduction as well, because we're just using Frenzy at the moment. Well, Frenzy and Leap. I could shout occasionally as well if I wanted more damage on the bad guys, but it's not strictly necessary. I hear even more goblins. Right, that did do a tiny ding to our health there. Not enough for me to worry about it, so we can definitely put the difficulty up further. double resource game. We don't need resources. We need movement speed. So we can carry on electrocuting everything we get close to. Talk about doubling down on one particular technique. Now, this is really only viable because we are running at a lower level than we should be. But we are doing a lot of lightning damage like that. Ah, he was by himself. That's a surprise. We do still have that puzzle ring, so we can go to the vault at some point. But I want to get to the level where I feel comfortable with our fighting and combat being, just kind of on the edge before we do that. Because otherwise we'll be wasting potential gold. It's not this way. Back we go.
Still recharging.
I see you guys over here. Yeah, maybe I'll put it up to like Torment 10. Two-handed mighty weapon, nice. We want to start getting things like that because if we're going to get specific builds, we're going to need the specific tools for them. Well, regardless of all that, it's almost time for the Rift Guardian. One hit because I put on Wrath of the Berserker. We just like smack. You're done, mate. I'm just killing a few more so the area is safe. There we go. Let's head back. That looks like gold on the ground. Why is it not being picked up? We'll hand this in and IDR stuff / put the difficulty up. Another unity. Bastion's Revered. So Bastion's Revered is definitely going to be one that we want to play with at some point. I'm going to put this down here. And I'll change this over to Barbarian as well. Because this is not a frenzy set, that's Furious Charge, and that is Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients. So put it down here. We'll salvage all the rest up though. It's all about getting the kit we need. Okay, so Torment 4, really easy. So let's take a risk and go straight to Torment 10, and I'm sure I will regret this. But we can always run away. We do have a cheat death, remember.
Prove yourself worthy of your purpose.
Yeah, this feels just a little bit beyond where we can be. Someone might put it down to Torment 9 or 8. Yeah, that's going to be a bit too dangerous, even with our Ignore Pain. So we've got the survivability, we just don't have the kill speed. And then once our various buffs run out, we'll run into trouble. So it'll be much better for us to do this. In fact, while I think about it, let's have a look at the Wreath of Lightning. Yeah, we'll use that instead of Pain Enhancer for the moment. So this is Torment 8 equivalent, which is GL35. That's not bad. We can start boosting our gems. Now, obviously, the biggest issue that we have is our damage reduction to make sure we are nice and survivable. But once we're up to our maximum stat, namely Fury, we do get that damage reduction from Aquila Cuirass. And that'll stay as long as we're attacking. And at that point, this feels more like the level we should be at. Still take the occasional ding in our health, but it's not going to be anywhere near as dangerous as going 2 torment levels higher.
How tastes your fear? Still returning.
Oh, we are laying the smackdown on everything. This is actually really fun. It feels very crazy and quite silly in a way. I should probably pick the frenzy rune that we've got, because I don't think I've actually done that. But for gearing up and running around madly, running at Torment 8 I think is going to be the right move. I'm not even able to kill some of these guys before they fall over. Very solid. Okay, well, we've got... Oh my god, it's so fast I can barely click on things. Sure, Urshi. Thanks, Urshi, whatever you say. Do we want to put Wreath of Lightning up or Bane of the Stricken? We'll probably increase them equally, actually.
Returning to town.
Blood Brother and the Butcher's Sickle. That's not particularly interesting, but it is our first greater Rift drops as a Barbarian. And we got another Enforcer because that's still equipped on... Oh, it's the Grandfather. Well, that's even worse. The Butcher's Sickle's already been extracted. Put them under the hammer. Now, in terms of greater keystones, we've got 5 of them, so... let's actually try running at Torment 9.
I wish you luck, hero.
Because once we get up to maximum fury, we should be fine. Survivability is going to be our big thing. I know I've said it before, but it really is. Killing speed we've definitely got down. Yeah, if we do this just a little bit risky, I think that'll be acceptable. Remember, this is not using Bastion's Revered either. What we could do is we could put Bastion's Revered in the cube, but then that would be like starting to move away from our lightning build. But it might be better than Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I don't know. It's such a tough call. And this just feels like so busy and so crazy.
You cannot stand before me.
I'm very much liking the power pylon plus our lightning damage spurts everywhere. But this is not the way we want to go. Sure, we'll do another Wrath the Berserker. And on to the next area while we've still got this conduit. Now I'm doing the terrible thing of retreating forwards because of all these guys exploding near us. And you saw what happened as soon as I stopped. They all started going off around me. I had to use my potion and ignore pain. Luckily we're all fine, but definitely something to be mindful of. These guys are not fun. I mean, they're not the worst either. But definitely don't want to get accidentally just exploded by one of those gorges. Head back and electrocute all the snakes that came out of them. Well, that didn't work. Pop ignore pain for a second.
Still recharging. I will not be denied. Health returns.
Well, with the shield pylon, we're pretty much straight into the Rift Guardian time. I'd say that's a good speed for us to be killing the Rift Guardian at. There we go, potion. Cool. And a belt. And some other things that we probably don't care about. Okay, let's go 3 on Bane of the Stricken. 2 on Wreath of Lightning. And we'll head back to town. And we'll have a quick idea of our stuff. Now, just a reminder, as fun as this is not our objective. Our objective is definitely... Ooh, yeah, let's get that. Our objective is definitely... Ooh, an ancient Nagel ring. I would love that, but we can't do that. Our objective is definitely to get the items for... Jeez, this is not useful. For us to actually be able to run Dynasty. So it's a bit unfortunate that some of this has gone the way it has. Stone Gauntlets, they're new. Getting hit increases your armor by 50%. Reduces your movement speed significantly. Corrupted Ashbringer. It would be fun to use, but I think we're going to stick with what we've currently got. That is new, so that's going to stay. Ancient Nagel Ring I would love to use, but we just can't. Hell, I may as well salvage it up. It's not going to be any use to us. So that will go very much under the hammer. We do have 40 Death's Breaths, so let's ask Kadala for some boots, and then I'll try upgrading one.
Such a brave soul. What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
That is too expensive.
Wow, Kadala. What did I ever do to slight you? Upgrade rare item. Oh, for crying out loud. I mean, we could make Blackthorn set. Yeah, no. And the 4-piece set is kind of interesting, but it's just no. Just absolutely no.
Prove yourself.
Right, now we've got our damage reduction up. Run back and grab those orbs. Really, I was just about to get as much frenzy going as possible, as quickly as possible there. For a bit of a janky build, this is actually working quite well. The only downside will be if I do get loot socks, then I'm going to have to get rid of the Iron Tone Mudsplitters, which are, of course, ancient. So that will reduce our damage reduction and put us in a little bit more danger. And also reduce our damage output, but pretty much, if we're going to do Leap Quake, which I really want to do Leap Quake, then we're going to need it at some point. I suppose we don't need to wear it straight away. I should also be probably asking Kadala for rings. Although, if I need 2 full sets, we could say the Immortal Kings because we've already got 2 pieces of that. So I still need the boots for that. And whichever other set I go for, I'm going to need the boots for. So it's not a terrible plan, kind of sticking with what I've got. Yeah, that lightning completely destroying the banisters as we go along. Let's get a little bit of ignore pain on. Just for a moment, we'll step back. Straight off the edge. Straight down to engage with the church pews. Brilliant. That is not what I was looking for. I was looking for bad guys. Definitely popping an ignore pain just because I can't see what's going on underneath us there. We are so fast. I mean, if this barbarian came running through, you would be absolutely brown trousersing. Down the other way we go. Oh, just in time for us to slow down. Wrath of the Berserker, a lot of power from the power pylon. He was gone. He was so gone. Oh, that's another Thunder God's figure. Okay, right, so we'll carry on putting these up. Back to town we go. We are not getting the incredible, amazing drops that I was hoping for, but we're also not getting terrible drops. Yeah, maybe. No, we'll. Let's do a Torment 10 one. I know it seemed scary before, but I've got a plan. I accidentally pressed right mouse button, which was a huge mistake. There we go. Got my damage reduction up. We should be good now. Yeah, ignore pain will carry us through the difficult times. As long as I'm semi-sensible about it. And it is always the danger that the game gives you a false sense of security with what you're doing. That's cold damage on the ground. Oh no. I mean, this is definitely riskier. But because it's in a more controlled environment, it's going to be okay.
Still recharging.
This is the way we need to go.
Not ready yet.
all the murder. That was pretty hectic. Perfect timing for being standing in that Oculus ring, though. It's very unusual for getting lucky like that. Get ignore pain on because I definitely need it while standing in the middle of the fire chains. Yeah, we're going to go around this way. I think this actually loops back around to where we were a moment ago. So fast, so strong, so barbarian. And this is without Furious Charge, of course. Hey, we've almost gained a Garrigan level. Just had a glance down at the experience bar. Alright, where's the mobs? Squirt's necklace, of course, does make this a whole area a lot more dangerous for us. That's a lot of explosions. Ooh, there's another elite over there. Let's go tap them with Ingeom. Backing out of that poison, because that poison is annoying. Okay, we're up to 94%. Now, there's every chance that the Rift Guardian is just going to muller us. I really hope it doesn't happen, but I'm thinking we should be okay. That is a power pylon that we could totally grab. Let's grab it. There we go. A tactical choice to double down on the nuking. Ooh, that's a good looking mighty weapon. Oh, she. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is that another Jang's envelopment? That would be hilarious, but very unhelpful. Okay, we did gain a level from that, which is great. I can see that we don't have any boots, so let's ask for some.
What a steal.
I can't pick up anything else.
That thing.
Ice climbers are nice, but they're not what we want. So, a worse Thunder God's Vigor, Veshal's Ring of Larceny, a Saffron Wrap. I mean, that's cool, but not what we need. It's a Harrington Waistguard. Odin's Son, it's got a better percentage chance, but... and it does more lightning damage. But we'd need to re-roll... and it's got... yeah, we'd need to re-roll that life per hit. into a socket. That's a possibility. And Dishonored Legacy, which is awesome. So Dishonored Legacy is coming over here. Saffron Rapis is coming over here. Everything else is going under the hammer, except for Odin's Son, which we will try and get a socket in. Because that would be an upgrade. This is not what we need. We can do this a couple of times, but... Oh, come on. Only got 7 more tries. If it doesn't give it to us, it's not worth us spending any more on it after this. There we go. That took long enough. Jeez. So yeah, it's an 11% damage increase, which is not anything to turn your nose up at. And I'm just going to salvage up the rest. Unfortunately, we're out of time for the day. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying this little adventure through with the Barbarian, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.